Hello, my beautiful Pisceans. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify those existing energies with tarot. Okay. For my Pisceans, please. Let's see. In separation. Okay, so the first card we have here is compassion, if you guys can see that. Yep, there we go. So pretty much what I see here is an energy of kindness, okay? So there could be something at hand that maybe you and your person are upset about, Pisces, okay? Could be a misunderstanding here, or something that led to a separation. But essentially what I see here is trying to look at the bright side of things, okay? Or your person being in more of a kind energy, a generous energy. Like, okay, maybe I was upset, maybe I said something, based off of impulse emotion here, but I do want to overcome the issue, is what I see. Now, it's also an energy of this person being very focused on your nurturing energy or how patient you were with them. Okay, I feel like you were able to meet this person halfway, yes, of course, but you were also able to understand this person during very difficult times, or so they feel like. A lot of you are craving some sort of peace of mind here, okay? Of course, this is a no communication spread, but it could also be that you're spending a lot of time in solitude because you feel like it's crucial for some sort of critical thinking or some sort of decision that you need to make, okay? Let's see. Very interesting. So pretty much this card has to do with otherworldly or out of space here, outer space, however you want to say it. Essentially, your person feels like you're very different, you're very unique. But more than that, I feel like mutually there's either a lot of telepathic communication going on, or you guys are in an energy of letting your intuition guide you. Okay, I do feel that there is this belief, or I should say a higher belief that your person has of you guys either coming together or they feel like you guys have met for a reason. So again, going back to the first card here, even if you guys did face some sort of difficulty, they do believe that, you guys were supposed to cross each other's paths here, right? They do believe that you guys are supposed to either overcome obstacles, or there's a lot that they learned that they would have not if they weren't to meet you, okay? So I do see a lot of grateful energy here, and someone who's like kind of like getting down to the bottom of things, or like the nitty gritty of things, I should say, in a sense of, okay, well, now it all makes sense, right? This is why we met. They feel like there's just a deeper meaning, a deeper knowing. I feel like maybe the first stage here was to stay focused on the hurt or the sorrow or the betrayal. And not for all of you is it going to be a betrayal. For some of you, maybe you just, grew apart here, but it's almost like your person is seeking a deeper meaning. They feel like this is the only way it would make sense in their mind, if that makes sense to you guys. Let's see. Very unique qualities about you again, Pisces. This person feels like you're otherworldly, and they do feel like you've opened them up to a lot of experiences that they weren't aware of, or they would not be able to experience that on if it wasn't for you here. Many changes took place in this bond. I can see with Saturn in the back there on the card. Many difficult changes. Maybe these were very difficult changes, but on the other hand, they were much needed changes, right? There could be something that's very hard for you to alter at this time, Pisces, or there's some sort of information that you have received where you're like, okay, it's very hard for me to fathom this, but I need to accept it in order for me to, move on. It's almost like you don't want to, A, plant false hope in your mind, but of course, B, it also has a lot to do with you realizing things for what they are, right? Even if they're difficult, you're like, okay, but I need to overcome this, right? I need to see things for what they are. Like for some time, you could have had difficulty seeing past some sort of illusion here. Yeah, focusing on a plan here with the blueprint card, a plan that comes from the heart, a plan that is based off of emotion. So again, the first card and the third card, I'm kind of reading them hand in hand here. This is someone who has a lot of emotions for you, and I feel like this is the reason why they're making a plan to come towards you. Again, the card says unconditional love. No matter what you guys have gone through together, I feel like if anything, they have grown to be more fond of you. It's like I don't see that the emotions have changed. I feel like this is a love here that's withheld the test of time. It's almost like not only do you have a lot of history with this person, there could have been massive changes here, like I mentioned with, Saturn on the second card. So the fact that you guys were able to overcome these changes, even if you guys are in a separation right now, I just see that your person, like their heart still beats for you, and the love here seems to be, again, unconditional, not to sound too repetitive, guys. Okay. Alrighty, so let's switch over to tarot. Alrighty, so compassion. So this person wants to communicate with you, so they could be, sending you a message here. This is definitely someone who's trying to take more of a logical approach, but I do see them kind of typing messages, deleting them, or trying to figure out the right words to say here, right? Because this is someone who wants to approach you in a logical perspective, which is interesting because we have a lot of emotions within the first three cards. So it could be kind of a back and forth energy or a contradicting kind of energy your person's going through. Like as much as they want to express their emotions to you, they feel like they need to say something logical in order for you to have hope that they can take the practical steps forward, right? It's almost like it's someone who doesn't want to come off like they're going to love bomb you in one way or another. The Knight of Swords could be very unexpected, of course. And for many of you, you're kind of wondering, well, is this going to be an in and out energy, or is this person here to stay? Okay. So your second card here is the Fool. Yeah, taking a leap of faith towards you. So essentially, what I was saying here, but it's almost like they don't know the outcome of this situation, Pisces. They're not sure how you're going to react, how you're going to receive. And they may even feel like they're not making the best decision, or they're being a bit impulsive, but they are still going to do so because I feel like your next card is the reason why. The unconditional love, the fact that they still feel a lot of emotions for you. Okay. Some of you may be involved with an Aries here, or a air sign, which would be Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. I just see that this person wants to, essentially create some change here, and they feel like the best way to do so is take the first step, no matter, how difficult it may seem at this time. Okay, the Fool card could talk about either a foolish decision or someone feeling like they're acting on impulse, but the reason why your person feels like they're acting on impulse, or their excuse, or the reason or the way they are going to back up what they're doing, like their actions, is because they are feeling a lot of emotions. They feel like they need to do something about it. And especially with that unconditional love card, it's like it's like making a plan and actually taking the action. They feel like if they are too focused on the outcome, then it might interfere with them actually doing something about what they're feeling. So some of you may be involved with the Libra here. We do have the Justice card, but as far as the Justice card goes, it's wanting to set things fair, wanting things to work out in your favor, or making something up to you because they know that it was unfair in the past, right? Justice is someone who feels like even if it's difficult to do something, they know they need to do it because it's the right thing to do. So it's pretty much like right from wrong. So this is what's going on in their emotions right now. If they were to communicate with you, this is what they would be. This is the point they're trying to get across, Pisces, right? That they want to set things straight, or set things fair between the both of you. And again, because there's like an outpour of emotion here. There is, someone who wants to let go of guilt, or someone who wants to let go of a sense of feeling that they have treated you unfairly in the past. It's obviously something they're thinking about every day, and that seems to be the reason why they're trying to, again, solve it. Knight of Swords. What exactly do they want to communicate to Pisces? Okay. Wow, Knight of Cups. They want to apologize to you, Pisces. This could be, an apology, but I feel like for many of you, this is an apology followed by some sort of emotional expression, emotional confession, right? I feel like this is someone, they're like dreaming about you. They think about you a lot. They think about the memories that you guys share. And one thing that they want to do is, kind of like reveal these emotions to you. There's a picture of a woman here. Of course, no gender, but I feel like this person's definitely taking a trip down memory lane. And they feel like the things that they've experienced with you, like heavy emphasis on what I'm about to say here, Pisces, the things that they've experienced with you, they feel like they would, again, not be able to experience this with anyone else. The feeling that you give them, nobody else gives them that feeling, right? So when you look at it this way, it seems that your person is really wanting to apologize. They feel like things were unfair in the past. And they're upset about it, right? So it's like more than them being upset, they feel like they think about it so much that they're tired of thinking about it. It's like, okay, I need to do something about it. So for those of you wondering if this person were to communicate with you, what would they say? Again, I think that it's going to be an apology followed by some sort of emotional confession here. Okay, the Fool. Bottom of the deck, your energy, the Hanged Man. So yeah, they're definitely thinking about you guys. They feel like you're in your element, right? Because it is upright. And they may also feel like you are looking at the situation much differently than how you once did, or you look at the situation in multiple ways. Okay, so you're obviously going to know how you view the situation better than I will, but those are the two downloads that I'm getting. Whether it's you completely reevaluated the situation where you look at this person differently, or maybe you feel like, there's different ways that you look at the situation. Maybe some days are easier than others. Maybe some days you're more positive. Other days you feel like letting go. So let's see here, the Fool. Wanting to come together or wanting to celebrate here is what I see, Pisces. They want to take this leap of faith because they want to cheer you up. Again, they want to make something up to you, right? The next card is Justice. So it's like, okay, I don't know the outcome. I don't know how Pisces will receive this, but this is what I want to do. I want to be at a happier space with Piscean, and I want to be, it's almost like they feel like the waters were very bumpy, right? So it's like, okay, I want to just be at a place where we're smooth sailing, right? It's like, this is someone who misses the small things, like you guys laughing together, you guys, maybe sharing, having conversations, conversing about things back and forth, just sharing your stories, your journey, like just the small things. I feel like this is someone who desires your company, and this could be the reason why they want to come together, because the Three of Cups could be a celebration, yes, or it could just be someone where you guys are just going out together, right? Just having a good time, whether it's, brunch or dinner or, travel plans, that sort of thing, but just someone who is missing your company, and they feel like they would be emotionally fulfilled if they were to just be in your presence. So again, very focused on the small things, okay? Let's see. Wow. So we have three knights here, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, I feel like with the Knight of Swords, we talked about this person wanting to communicate something to you, and that was clarified by the Knight of Cups, which means, they want to apologize, like I mentioned, or emotionally confess how they're feeling to you. Now, because the Justice card is being clarified by the Knight of Wands, since we were touching on the Justice card, and I felt like the Justice card has something to do with setting things fair, what they're trying to set fair is the unfair treatment or their in and out energy. They feel like you either view them to be a player or you view them to be very like unpredictable, impulsive, that sort of thing. So they're trying to, fix that. Do I see this person rushing towards you or coming back in? Absolutely. We have three knights here, which talks about quick movement, and especially with the Knight of Wands being upright, clarifying justice, because they want to set things straight. I see this person, coming forward with communication. And what they could be speaking to you about, or when they speak to you, the point behind it is so that you view them as someone who can actually take accountability for their actions, someone who's not just going to be unpredictable or wishy-washy and that sort of thing. I feel like the way you view this person definitely bothers them, but they have a lot of passion, and they're definitely driven by passion at this time also, because it seems that that's the reason why they're rushing in, right? I want to apologize. I want to be perceived in a different light, and I definitely want to set things straight. I feel like there's a lot of regret here, but more than that, they want to apologize for treating you in an unfair manner. Not to sound too repetitive here, guys. So, my wonderful Pisceans, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.